Let's go live here. Hey, I see Patty around. Here we go. Let's go ahead and record. All right, we're recording now on. All right, give me a minute. I gotta control some noise here. Okay, there we go. All right, I think we're good. Now there's a lot of noise happening. Hey, I'm going to say it's a party. Welcome everybody to Sunday night. It's Get a Klu in 52. I hope that you can all. Oh, but here we go. All right, we're going to do this. Patty, can you hear me? Yes, you can. Okay, and I think that we're recording. Okay. I'm sorry, Patty, go ahead.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, here we go. Here's the installment of Get a Klu in 52. This is where we read one tip out of 52 every single Sunday night. We're going to start a new section tonight, which is the networking section. And I have to be upfront. Here we go. I was golfing earlier today with my son, and now I have to let everybody know, we're at a party. Patty, can you believe it? Here we go. All right, here we go. Hey! All right. So I'm going to do my best to get through this, and I think I'm going to be able to do it. But I had to set the scene. Patty, are you with me? Do you understand what's happening right now? All right, here we go. Get a Klu in 52. We're going to read one tip from the book. Tonight is tip number 23 overall. Number 1, though, in the networking section. It's a brand new section. How exciting. And it happens to be Sunday night when there's a party for my son's junior varsity baseball team. It's so weird, by the way. Patty, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. AJ got called up to varsity halfway through the season. See Charlie chiming in now. AJ got called up to varsity halfway through the season, but tonight was the night that the junior varsity decided to have its thing, and we're here. So I'm here, and it's actually amazing. I see all these parents of all of these kids that AJ's been playing baseball with for like a lot of years, and we're all celebrating together at the end of the baseball season. Anyway, I digress. Tonight, Get a Klu in 52. Patty, you want to know the good news?
Sure.
Well, the good news is that I don't have 11 tips to review.
That's right. You can make this very, very brief tonight.
I mean, wow. And you guys can imagine that I want to get through this as quickly as I can. Keith, I see you, brother. Hey, man. Hats off to Keith real quick. All right. I want to get to the networking section, and I'm almost there. I'm being totally transparent, totally vulnerable, and letting you guys all know that, first of all, on the Facebook side, this is what's in front of me right here. This is the party, and I'm going to do it on my phone, on my computer. You guys can see. All right. That's the scene. That's the image. Say hello. Hey. Get a Klu 52. We're live from Fresco. Thank you. We're live. Yeah. You just got broadcast to 70,000 people, Gigi. No, anyway. All right. So what's happening, you guys, you have to understand what's happening right now is there's a beautiful gathering from all of the baseball families. This is the junior varsity team. It's getting together to do its thing. AJ wanted to be here. We're here. All right. You guys ready? You guys ready? Tip number 1 in the networking section. Here we go. Develop an elevator pitch. word for word. Or, as I prefer to say, know how you will be answering the number one networking question. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Hey, what do you do? I mean, that's the number. Can you imagine how many ways you've heard it? How many ways you've said it yourself? Hey, what do you do? What do you do? Hey, what do you do? 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 I digress. It's more than just memorizing an elevator pitch. I coach people to master the ingredients of the ingredients of an elevator pitch more than any single pitch, which provides them dozens of ways to communicate their message conversationally without coming off robotic or pre-rehearsed. The basic questions you should answer in your elevator pitch or in your pitch are your name, profession, the problems you solve, the competitive advantages you possess, the ways people can learn more about your business, and who your ideal client is or might be. See tip number 7 in this book. See tip number 7 for taking the concept of an elevator pitch from basic to advanced in terms of networking strategy. For now, use the notes space at the end of this section in the book. Use the note space at the end of this section to draft some answers to the basic questions I mentioned above. All right. That is it. That's the word for word of it all. Now, I'm relying on you guys to ask me any questions. If you have any questions that I can answer for you guys. Obviously, I'm in a social environment. And by the way, Patty, the look on your face is like, oh my God, he's unstoppable. Nothing will stop him from doing it. He doesn't care if he fails. He doesn't care what it looks like. He doesn't care. He's committed to this.
You are.
Is that what I'm? Anyway, thank you, Patty. So I've read the tip, and now I'm leaning on you guys. Any questions? Any comments? I'm going to turn the screen. All right. I'm still plugged in, but any questions or comments tonight? Let me start with you, Keith. I want to start with you because we met in a so interesting way in like the line in Vegas for the Oyster Bar.
Yep. Right.
All right, Patty, are you ready? Charlie, are you ready? I'll plug you in a minute here, Keith. Patty, the last 2 weeks I've told you about my pursuit of real estate, right?
Yes.
All right. So I was like living in Vegas. All right. So when I stopped living at the South Point and then got more nights at the Palace Station, that's because I got into escrow on that property I was seeking. I was in at the Palace Station waiting in line for 2 hours to go to the Oyster Bar, and I met this gentleman right here. Keith, let's hear from you, my man. Go ahead.
Hi, guys. Great to meet you guys. Yeah, we had a great evening with Jeff over at Palace Station. It was a blast. Very unique time. You know, it's a special. But my role, actually, my pitch is I'm a customer success manager for a cybersecurity firm where I basically help customers achieve the value of the products they pay for. That's what I do. High tech and visiting. I was basically visiting a friend in Vegas for a week, and come to a lot of things. It's been a meeting Jeff. Definitely, he basically picked us up and hey, like the
You're
way
kind
that.
of fading in and out a little bit, Keith, so it's hard to hear what you were saying.
So, so I like. I met Jeff. I like what Jeff there, uh, picking out personality traits and behavior and sharing it in a very positive, loving way. Just incredible guys. Very, very pleased. It was a very special.
Yeah, we feel that way for sure.
Yeah, we probably had about 10 o'clock. I parted way. Uh, wait, wait.
I'm still not able to hear you exactly.
We spent about 5 or 6 hours, at the Oyster Bar,
Oh my
and
gosh.
waiting in line and then sitting at the bar and talking and eating, and yeah, it was a wonderful evening. It was a great experience. I really did appreciate it. But yeah, it was good times, no doubt.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Thank you. The personal coaching is something that I really do in my own way with help friends. I do actually astrology and some particular card readings that I do to help see what's going on in people's lives, read the energies that they're experiencing. And, that's what I picked up from Jeff is that he's doing it in his own way, right? He doesn't necessarily use the tools that I utilize. But yeah, it was quite refreshing to see that because that's where I want to be able to get to a point is where I'm able to start recognizing my behaviors and interactions with others without having to use, a system for assistance to do it.
Interesting.
Well, this is amazing because I spent 2 hours with this guy and he just talked for more than like I was with this guy for 2 hours. And he didn't say like 10% of what he just said. Anyway, I digress, man. Keith, it is a treat to have you here for whatever reason you're here and for all the reasons that you're here. It's just like I'm just gonna say it. It's wonderful to just be able to go be myself, and people want to hang on to that. People want to connect with that. People want to. Anyway, it means a lot to me that you're here, Keith, because I met you while I was releasing steam from like my focus on securing a real estate. I went into Vegas to secure a property. I went in there to get a condo under contract, and I was so focused. But by the time I met you, I was in like victory lap. I was in celebration mode. You saw me at my best, and Keith, you're the type of guy that brings oxygen to other people's fire. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, there's some people that are okay, but as soon as you show up, they get better. And I want you to know that about you, and I want you to know that about me. When I'm around you, I'm better. All right. Here we go. 8:12 p.m. Anybody else have a comment or a question before we look at what's happening tonight? I don't know if you guys can see.
No, we can't see because we're not on Facebook.
Wait. I don't know. It's just really cool for me because I keep pressing the wrong button. Bottom line is like AJ has been working his ass off all of his life to be the best baseball player he could possibly be. And this party tonight is a junior varsity party that AJ's welcomed at. But he got called up to varsity halfway through the year. And so the families have been wonderful. The kids are wonderful. It's just a good vibe. I hope you guys can all see. And I had to sign a couple books for people. Anyway, it's a very fun time. Played golf with my son all day long, so I'm lubricated for sure. Charlie, please open up your mic. We got to hear from you, Charlie.
Hey there, Coach Jeff. Welcome, Keith. Hello, Patty.
Thank you.
Glad you could join us, Keith. Yeah, Coach Jeff. I would expect at the party You wouldn't expect you to be other than lubricated. Looking forward to get one. I've got some news for you. Been waiting
Yeah,
more
look at
than 9
that, Patty.
months for that.
Hey,
That was sent to me in September last year by my good friend Kelly. And with COVID hitting, the postal services being all over the place, I only received it, I think it was on Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday. But anyway, that being said, it's been a really good one. And as tip number 1 is approaching people, it's mainly focused on approaching people. What would be the best opening line other than the typical "what do you do" question? Because that one's gone totally lame.
yeah, man. I mean, it's a great question. What do you do, right? So here's my recommendation. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
When someone asks, "What do you do?" don't answer like, "What do you do?" Like I take this piece and I put it into that piece, and then I take this piece and I put it in that piece. Don't focus on what you do. Focus on what you do for others. Focus on the problem that others are having that you help solve. Right? So if somebody asks me, "Hey Jeff, what do you do?" I could say, "Well, I speak, I write, I consult, I train, I teach." That's just right. But that doesn't when it comes to networking, that's not as sexy as I reduce cost per hire. I help companies win the talent war. I get subject matter experts ready for the big stage. Do you hear what I'm?
Yeah, that would be the public speaking sector. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or training in public speaking or coaching in public speaking.
Did I answer your question, Charlie?
Yes, absolutely, coach.
Awesome.
What I love about you, you've got a way of taking one thing and just rewording it as the wordsmith that you are. It's like you just twist the words around, but saying exactly the same thing, but just using totally words that some people will go, ah. And I love that.
Thank you, my brother, for acknowledging that in me. And let me go ahead and acknowledge something in you. Charlie, you're one of the most consistent and loyal people on the planet. And
thank you, sir.
Anybody that gets to observe or claim your loyalty is got to be a really, really, really good person. Like I'm absolutely like enamored with how consistently you show up for what I do, man. I love you so much. It's like you're one of the guys that keeps me going, dude. That's all there is to it. Like when I think, oh, I could take a nap, or oh, I don't have to do this week. No. Yes, I do. Because there's guys like Charlie, like just waiting for every inch of it, every piece of it, every word of it, every nonverbal expression of it. Anyway, thank you, brother. I digress.
I appreciate you too, Coach.
Yeah, I digress. All right, so we're at Get a Klu in 52, right? It's been so fun to sign books for a couple of other people here tonight in my little league and baseball family. Let me go ahead and ask you guys, do you have any other questions or comments before we dismiss for tonight?
My Klubi snack. I won't let you get away without the Klubi snack.
Patty?
We have the shortest one for tonight.
Patty, you got us?
You remember what it is? The mindset is the
Oh, that was
skill.
last week's one. That was last week's one.
He's still ready.
We got that one last week. Mindset is skill set.
I thought we had that one the week before,
No,
and we didn't
Patty.
give it to you.
All right, you guys, give me a minute. Let me look through my
Okay, so
notes.
you know what you have in the last edition of the book that you don't have in this one for that quote from you,
Go ahead, Patty.
which is, if you have one reason for wanting something, you might get around to it. If you have 5 reasons for
Got you.
wanting something,
You can be unstoppable.
unstoppable.
You'd be unstoppable. Yes,
There it is.
I got that.
Here. Let that be the Klubi snack for this evening. Thank you, Patty. Oh my God, thank you. And thank you again, and thank you. And on behalf of all of these people, thank you. Do you see them?
No.
Oh man. All right, watch this. Ready?
We can hear them. That is a lot of people.
They're having fun. That's awesome.
We think you need to get back to AJ and his friends.
Yeah.
Now we can't hear you because you muted yourself by accident on Zoom.
What did we say about? Oh, Brody, come on in. Hey, look, it's Brody.
Hey, Brody.
Hey, Brody, here we go. Oh, wait.
Thank you. We're glad you.
Hey, we'll get Brody in just a second.
Hi, Brody. Welcome.
Hi, Brody. Nice.
Having a good time?
I'm having a good time.
Awesome. Great. When are you doing the Brody breakfast videos again?
What?
Or don't you have breakfast any longer?
Breakfast with Brody.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore that much.
Okay.
Well, we might be. Hey, we might pick it up again. You never know.
Yep. Good to see you again, Brody.
All right, say good night.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, Brody says good night. It's time for me to say good night. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Coach Jeff.
It's been another installment of Get a Klu in 52. It is what it is. Here we go. Tip number 1 in the networking section. Tip number 23 overall. Listen, next week, I promise, it's going to be a little quieter. It's going to be a little more intimate. It's going to be more romantic. And I promise I will help you create or improve your elevator pitch. But tonight, tip number 1, what's your pitch? If you only have 30 seconds to interest somebody in what you do, what are you going to say? Now, come back next week and we'll get into it. I promise I'll be sober. Hey, it is what it is. I got here. I'm authentic. I'm me. You know, you're not me. I'm me. And I played golf with my son today, and we're enjoying the celebration of the JV team when he got bumped up to varsity. I can't even begin to tell you how happy I'm about that. Watching everybody here at JV, knowing my son's at varsity, it's a thrill, and I do this right in front of them. And I love them all, and it's just good. It's good shit. All right, ready, Patty? Here you go. All right. Mwah. Thank you, guys. Love you. Good night. See you next week.
Have a good week,
Great
everyone.
week, Charlie. Bye.
Thank you, Patty. Right. Bye-bye.